God bless you, Dad.
Guys, there's more
cooking
to the
red.
story than this. There's more things in the story than this. You
No,
Nah.
no.
Red silence. Red
No,
silence was deafening for the past 20 minutes. You can't escape it.
Who's eating chips?
Flavia
I
is
am
in fact.
rooting for you.
Yeah, Flavia's gonna murder you.
I'm being murdered.
No, I'm not.
You are Victor's strongest soldier, though, Johnny.
I was gonna say. So what happened last time, Rod? Remind me, please.
Remind
we
yourself.
We began with our good Oracle Claire, dealing with a bit of the after party, especially as she had a visitor from, well, someone she didn't really talk to, a demon by the name, or imp, sorry, by the name of Scarlet, who was here to do a job. Apparently, a patron of hers wished to speak with Claire, and her job was to escort her there for a chat. No danger, no threats, just a convenient conversation and a curious person, basically. And Claire decided to go along, though letting her patron know, of course, beforehand, so there wouldn't be any worries, as they made their way to, an unorthodox way, but being told this is the entryway to the Demon Lord's point of access, essentially, as they stepped in. And Claire found herself at a club, a nightclub at that. She took up the stairs to meet a robed figure, just her lower half face, and met the Demon Lord Abaddon, who seemed to be, well, very nice and genuine and curious even, wanting to know exactly what Claire really wants, not necessarily asking for her to do anything for her necessarily, but asking details about her life and her relationship with her patron, as well as the fact that it's a curious thing, as she's the only one in such a unique position and what she actually does for her. Even offering to, well, give her a position here, a spot here, not necessarily to cause her any problems or harm or enemies, but a chance to make better friendship and allies. Claire said she would think on such a thing, though I don't believe she really answered exactly Abaddon's question about what she wants. As she took her leave and, well, wasn't escorted back to Scarlet, her job was just to drop her off, but met another young fellow by the name of Jay, who introduced himself as the right-hand man of Abaddon. Though a bit embarrassed, and you seem to be willing to, if you need help with anything, just reach out. I can beat people up, do some other stuff. I have skills and such. But saying goodbye, Claire made her way back to her apartment, letting her patron know that she was safe, as well as deciding to do a bit of a soothsaying on, Abaddon themselves, I believe, as all she saw was numbers in different places, and slowly came to the realization that was a map, a marker, as she realized that some of those repeating numbers represented in Chicago and other cities and such around the state. Interesting, not sure what it means, but interesting nonetheless. On the other hand, there was Wanda dealing with the fallout of everything, as she did make a meeting with Victor to have a conversation about, well, this whole thing, as well as keeping her promise to Darius as they talked. Having not seen him for nearly 15 years or so, he looked exactly the same, as they had a bit of a chat, a painful one at that, as a back and forth about what was best for Cammy, and she willing to let them meet each other, and her disgruntledness about the whole thing, but still, regardless of the matter, it seems this is what Cammy wants, and Wanda didn't want to make Cammy unhappy, or at least that's what she wishes. And while it didn't really end with a hopeful note for both parents, they seem to come to understand that this is what's best for her, and Victor just wants to get to know her, even though he thinks Wanda's decision probably put her in more danger than anything else. As she took her leave, planning to invite Cammy and to meet Victor, as they did a bit of a first-time meeting, as Victor said hello and offered to take it to an ice cream shop, and Wanda watched them leave through a portal, and was going to probably make her walk home, maybe to a bar, but was interrupted before, as Darius was there saying hello. Much to Wanda's probably not the best emotional state to have this type of conversation, as he offered to take her to a bar that he knows, and one place she probably was avoiding, mostly because she knows Victor's apparently hangs out there, as they went to the Inferno Club, as Darius promised her this is the best protected place to be, as a bit of a tough conversation of what he thinks was best for Wanda, and Wanda not really wanting to talk to some stranger who she doesn't really like necessarily right now, and a bit of back and forth in that regard, as they talked about, well, her relationship, her daughter, Darius's own failings, back and forth as well. And I think it ended with Wanda already agreeing to make friends and try to find, I guess, something a bit outside the bubble that she's made her for herself. We'll see how that goes for her. As Johnny actually was at his shop, enjoying after having some strange visitors in the last few days before seeing another familiar one as Victor walked in with a bit of a smile on his face, having actually hung out with his daughter and finally had the reconciling he want. A bit awkward, of course, but seems that things had gone well. And Johnny, of course, was cheering on his friend, saying that the scheme that they pulled worked really well, and he met Wanda. She seemed pretty nice, though Victor seems to believe fully that Wanda hates his guts, as something like Wanda doesn't normally become so angry at someone, and more likely whatever Victor did or didn't do probably has made it so the relationship is very soured for what it used to be. But there was a bit of back and forth, as well as well, things about what Johnny plans to do for the future, as well as Victor giving well, no, not Victor, I'm sorry, Johnny giving Victor advice about how to take this relationship, and Victor's somewhat panic about how to ensure that he doesn't make things weird, as he knows he's a bit of a weird guy, and asking Johnny to be there for, let's say, some things he might need advice for when it comes to a somewhat normal and healthy father-daughter relationship. And Johnny, of course, offering to be there for his friend. And I believe as well there's something else that Wanda found out about, which is Victor mentioned and Darius complete the picture of the fact that Cammy may be in more danger, as the more she uses her powers, as fairies do, the more she'll get noticed by not just monarchs, but maybe other things. As Villarago had a bit of a buyer, a chance to make a new big sale, as Scarlet had offered them earlier, and made an interaction with, I believe, a man named Cassian, who was representing someone else. After Villarago brought up on the table a dragon soul, which was high value. And whatever he desired, they were willing to give him. As the buyer revealed themselves to be Portia, an angel, and offered, of course, for the dragon soul, a good price for Villarago, as well as promised to keep a secret, not letting anyone know that she's around or doing such things, for one reason or another, as well as inquiring about, a child of a certain particular look and age. And Villarago had a wonderful connection, as he all figured out that Wanda and Victor's child is Cammy, and the person they're looking for is Wanda specifically. And Portia has an idea, a way wants to get close to Wanda more, like to get to Cammy, and asking if Villarago would create such opportunity, which I think he seemed to say yes to. And I think that's where it ended last, yeah? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, more or less. So I think chronologically it was the discussion between Johnny and Victor that, well, Johnny seems to believe that Cammy just needs some normal activities, right? I think that was the proposition. Go to Wanda and be like, listen, I think your daughter just needs to have some normal things.
I will say Darius did offer, like, hey, I have a play group that you
Yes,
can hang out with as well.
Darius was like, hey, listen, I have the Supernatural Kids Club if you want to bring her to like family activities. And on the other side, Johnny is like, hey, no, that sounds like you're segregated.
Listen, I just think that putting a different kid in a group of different kids will just never make her fit in the outside world. You know what I'm saying? And what Johnny said was normal father-daughter activity.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that the angels are not gonna take advantage of normalcy. But yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, that's right, Mac. I think Victor is gonna give you a call on.
What? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I believe you exchanged phone numbers.
We did. I didn't realize we used it so soon.
I mean, it's like the
Yeah.
next day. I think you chatted with your daughter a bit about how the how their like going out went.
Yeah,
Seemed like
I
it was
believe she's-
fine.
Yeah, Wanda just was trying to I think she was able to hide her feelings very well. Yes, she will pick up. Probably taking a moment to watch the phone screen before bracing herself for a conversation. Hello?
Hey, I wanted to talk a bit. I had a chat with a friend, and he suggested me and Cammy try some normal activities.
What is okay? What exactly are normal activities suggested by this friend of yours?
Well, he gave a couple of examples, like going to the movies.
Okay, that seems fine, relatively. Are you sure it's safe with everything going on that you told me?
Honestly, no.
So, why are you doing it? You could just have a movie at your home, you know, a VHS, a DVD,
I
if
don't
you
know
have
what
that.
those are, honestly.
Victor, we had a whole house before I left that had that stuff in there.
I never paid too much attention to the electronics.
Ah, of course you didn't. Well, do you have a place that you live? I don't know, that could have DVDs and movies and TVs and things like that? Cammy knows how to set them up.
Hmm.
Your silence.
I can procure one.
Okay. That's also a possibility as well. Do you have a place that you can, have that activity in? Like home? I don't
I
know, a sanctuary?
I think I can get one.
Your confidence has me concerned, but okay.
Or would you rather I lie to you? I've always been
I'd rather
honest
you
with you.
not. Okay. Okay, I'm not trying to have a fight. I'm just trying to figure this out here. Yeah, but Cammy likes Disney movies. She likes comedies, a lot of action movies. So if you want to get one of those, nothing too dark or scary, preferably.
I have no idea what those are, but I've marked them down and I will ask someone about them.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Don't get Bambi because she cries when the dear mom dies. So don't do that.
Showed her a movie where
It's
dear mom
it's a
dies.
It's a kids movie. It's a Disney kids movie called Bambi about a young fowl. It's a
fawn?
kids movie. Fawn, I swear to God, Villarago, you don't even exist in this scene. You stay away from me.
I thought you could use some help. Adios. See you later.
It's an animated movie, Victor. Don't worry, it's a kids movie. Most of them are sad. Lion King has a brother killing another brother. It's fine.
Isn't
Okay?
that Shakespeare?
It is, but in lion form for kids, so they can absorb it better.
I was showing two lions fighting for power, making
Because the movie isn't necessarily about the lions fighting for power. It's about a young lion watching his father die. You know what? I'm not gonna. You know what? Don't get Lion King. Don't get Lion King. I feel like this will be down the rabbit hole. So just, you know what? How about you ask this friend about some good Disney movies or good fun action movies that you can watch with your 16-year-old daughter? How about that? Because every suggestion I make, I think you'll have some skepticism with it. So.
also. She's 16. These seem like very patronizing movies.
She's not patronizing movies. She just enjoys the movies. Look, she also likes action movies, like I said before. And get her some action movies as well. Or you could ask, ask Cammy what movie she likes. She'll tell you.
Did you?
Do you want me to?
How many? Now, out of character, where the fuck do you have this much knowledge? You think your sanctum has fucking like Wi-Fi internet?
But no, I say because she also has a house with wards, Grud. Cammy doesn't live in the sanctum, remember?
She kind of does, though. She kind of does. Otherwise, you'll be so protected in your own house.
So, how much Wi-Fi would I be allowed to have? Can I have a VHS? Am I allowed to have a DVD player?
You can have those. You can have those. I'm just need to know because the more you have, the more chances I get to expose you to the outside. So how much exposure would have Kami had to the outside world then? Because I assumed you would have actually kept her quite safe.
Yeah, she would. Like, you can bring. She brought DVDs and movies and things like that to the house, I assume as well. That's what my mom did with VHS tapes and things like that.
So you would have made sure she is quite exposed and in trend with the times then.
Yeah, as best as Wanda could, basically. Like I said, Wanda feels tremendous guilt about this whole thing, so she wanted to at least try to give the best experience she could for her daughter with the
No,
limit she was
the
allowed.
monarchs had this the whole time. I don't even know why I was worried about it. Beautiful. Really beautiful.
But yeah, just ask Cammy what her favorite movie is. If you want it, I can do it for you and just send you a suggestion if you prefer as
No,
well.
I think I can have that conversation.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. How was this child ever a fucking secret? Everyone knows your location, Red. I'm sorry at this point. Everyone knows. Holy shit.
How does having a VHS mean it so everyone knows my location though?
The Wizards buying Disney movies. What?
That's
Security
weird.
breach.
It is. I
Yes.
I
Yes.
wouldn't think buying movies would be a security breach.
Well, the problem is, do you want to go with a fine-tooth comb to see which pieces of media will be more incriminating? Like, people will notice you buying stuff, bringing stuff from inside out. Like,
Are you saying because of her buying style that has made
yes,
people
the more
notice
you
her?
expose her to the outside world, the easier it is for the outside world to know she exists. Yes.
If that's the case, then I won't do that then.
Because that was my question. It's like, where do you draw the line, though?
Yeah, because like I said, if you told me like, hey, the more you buy, that means you expose it. Then I'm like, then she wouldn't have done that. If that's the
Because
case.
be like, well, do you draw the line at movies? Do you draw the line at the like video games? Do you draw the line? Like, that's my point. Because the more you bring in, because you're like, well, I only shown her VHS, nothing past 2005.
Yeah, would that still be considered showing off, like bringing a leak? Because if that's the case, then would books be that? Then what
No,
exactly am I limited to?
that's why I'm saying, like, the more you push it, the easier it gets for people to figure it out. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
asking you. I assumed you would keep it as old school as possible. So
Yeah, that's why I just kind of figured as well. VHS tapes, I'm sorry, and things like those type of stuff was what Cammy would have seen, and Wanda would have gotten as well. Because like I said, Wanda
don't-
didn't
the
even
fuck
keep up with
was
that stuff as well.
VHS. Like, VHS is really old, right? I know your age, but like,
Hey, fuck you.
Grant,
What-
I had VHS when I was like 10.
Yeah, my mom still
what
has
the
VHS.
fuck kind of
Yeah,
backward
VHS
country-
as a kid.
Yes.
What
I
the
also
fuck?
I also had VHS. Grunt.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, you boomers! What the fuck?
Philly also had VHS grunt.
sorry,
I think you're just.
Again, Grunt lives in Doomstadt. The
I was
most
gonna
advanced
say,
city in the
man,
world.
as a kid, I like had CDs. What the fuck kind of?
No,
Also had
he-
grunt. I
he
had a
also
tape
had
player that I listened
existed.
to.
Nobody had
Yeah.
VHS where I live.
My dad
We
had
had
VHS and also the
both.
cabinet of pirated
both.
CDs.
yeah,
I
Grant,
had
Yeah,
the-
why would you
the-
have
I had
VHS when you had
the-
CDs though? Like that's
because
Because
there's
the technology
would
was
the-
transitioning.
Yeah.
it was really
Why would I throw
expensive.
it away? It's
Yeah, I
about
do live
good
in
working
Doomstadt, man.
VHS.
maybe I do live. Everyone had CDs. At most, you would have like old fucking. There's I don't know the English word for it.
Are you gonna say you didn't have cassette tapes?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna.
did
You,
you-
know who had cassette tapes? My dad and my grandfather. They had cassette tapes.
We also
My
had
mom
Cassette
had
tapes.
those.
we also had cassette
Listen,
tapes.
cassette tapes are cool. I kind of miss them.
No, I kind of
I
broke
like-
our cassette tapes as a child, but that's about it.
It's like,
But
yeah.
also, had the first episode of Winx Club on
Oh my God.
VHS. Fuck you, Grunt.
Fuck yeah.
Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, you were all just like old.
Italian classic Winx Club.
The thing is, we had all of that, but we had CDs like normal people. Holy shit.
Yeah, you had a DVD, VCR system. What do you mean, Grunt? There's a whole thing about this.
Ah, you're just
Again,
old.
Grunt lives in Doomstadt. No, he lives in Doomstadt. His city has like
Grunt.
70,000 GDP per capita.
I pity you. It was so fun just waiting for the VHS to reload.
And you think poor people would throw out their working
Red,
conditions?
Red
I don't
Romania
think-
was the top poorest,
No,
was the top
I'm
fourth
telling you,
poorest
Brett,
country in the fucking
I'm-
EU for like 15
I
years.
am telling you,
No.
Grunt, look, that my family was too poor to just throw out the VHS. We did not
Yeah,
throw out the VHS
yeah,
because we could not afford
yeah.
a DVD player.
No, yeah. Same with us over here.
I'm not gonna take the poor argument. No, I'm sorry. Not when I lived in Romania. That doesn't fly here, Red. I don't care.
I'm sorry, Grunt, we couldn't afford a DVD player.
To be fair though, you can say that, Grunt, but Romania has always been like ahead on technology stuff.
I listen. VHS, like cassettes, are like 90s stuff. Like anything past 2000, you would have like fucking CDs.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I had VHS. I had a
remember
lot of VHS.
my mother went to the VHS because the reason we went to the VHS store because we could just buy like entire movies for like like 5 movies for €1.
Yeah, it was super cheap.
Lol,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
bought
yeah,
movies,
yeah.
lol. In the land of the free, we got those.
But the problem is my dad used to pirate movies, but then my mother divorced him, so she didn't know.
Or the Mac
Casually
lore.
getting some deep Mac lore.
I was gonna say because that's why there were no real like stores for anything because everything was pirated here.
I mean, my dad also had the funny. We had both. We also I still have the old ancient pirated fucking briefcase with the unmarked CDs, with like the fucking written on with the fucking waterproof pen, in the broken English. With fucking WNDO 7.
God, only I live in Doomstadt.
You do live in Doomstadt.
Land of the free and the highly technologically advanced. What the fuck?
You make cyber weapons, Grunt, in Doomstadt.
God. Okay, fine. VHS tapes it is. So,
You're welcome,
sad.
Brad.
So
Thank
sad.
you, I guess, as you portray me at the same time, Flavio.
So sad.
I will put on Bridge to Terabithia for your daughter.
Maybe Victor just doesn't know of this because he's like living in the future. He's like, I've
Yeah,
only
he
had
lives in the future.
experience with like proper modern technology. I don't know what this VHS stuff is. I've
Sorry.
only lived in Romania. I don't know what I listen. I jumped from vinyl to like fucking CDs. I don't know anything in between. I'm sorry.
When did they stop making VHS tapes? Because I think the Bridge to Terabithia is actually a VHS tape. I can never say that all at once. Yeah, it is actually. Huh. Wild.
Listen, Wanda said that fucking Bambi was too sad for Kami. I don't think she
Look.
would have shown Bridge to Terabithia to her.
I mean, it sounds like a bitch. I'm sorry, Red. What?
That would be real.
Look, I use that as an example because I know people who even today don't want to watch Bambi because of that.
Yeah, you
and
know
they get
who?
sad.
Little bitches.
Sorry, I use
saw
it.
Bambi and I was just like, this is it? This was
No,
the
no, no.
hype?
Listen.
This shit sucks.
You should cry. Everyone, listen. If you don't cry at Bambi or Lion King, maybe you lack a bit of soul. But then you cry, and then you move on. You become stronger. That's how we used to raise kids.
I guess I lack a little bit of soul then, damn.
I mean, hate you watch anime. I never had hopes for you, anyways.
That's fair. That is a fair assessment.
You were dead on
Look,
arrival.
I'm gonna be honest, growing up, my head canon, Cammy loves Die Hard. I don't know what to tell you.
I
He strikes me as shit. What's the name?
Mm.
The Christmas movie.
Which one? There's a lot of those.
You know it is Die Hard. I was tweaking it. It's just Die Hard.
me,
That's
me
Die Hard,
and
the
me and
Christmas
Red have so different opinions on the personality of this child.
No problem.
Reg,
We'll come together
just,
for
Reg
that.
just put like her personality traits, so I know how like wimpy I can. Because I made her cool, and now I feel like I made her too cool.
You can make her cool. It could also be a fact that maybe Wanda doesn't know Cammy as well as she thinks.
Yeah, we can work on that. The double life.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was the case.
Okay. I know how to play this out. Yeah, okay. VHS it is. God, you realize we live in like this is like 2020.
What? Tell you, you told me like, hey, if you do this, it's
No,
gonna make
listen,
things horrible
VHS
for
is
you.
definitely gonna be secure. Anything, I think so. If you the only exposure you had her with the outside is a couple of hand-selected movies, I think that's fine.
Hey Grunt, can I blow your mind real quick?
Mm.
I had a Laserdisc player.
Oh my god, hate.
You sorry, what?
I had a Laserdisc player.
Okay.
Which is even older than VHS.
Oh, I knew. Okay. Okay. Is it older than a VHS? Hate?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, right?
I don't know what to
It
tell
is.
you. No. I'm gonna fucking Google this shit. Cause I don't think it is. So VHS was
Laserdisc-
released in 1976. And Laserdisc is from the 80s. No.
Really? I thought it was
yeah,
older.
No. It's pretty old as well, but no, VHS is older.
Huh. I knew way less people who had a Laserdisc player.
I see. I will not reverse you, hate. Get stunned back, I guess.
I can't believe I got actually by a fucking Romanian.
Talk about it, he lives in the house on the hill, as they say.
Apparently, listen, it's fine. Well, back to our fucking program schedule. Johnny,
Yeah.
you get a phone call. It's probably late in the morning, which for like normal people is about like 11 a.m.
Yes.
As the Victoria is calling you. Hey,
Yeah, I'll answer.
I'm talked to Wanda. Can I borrow your place to watch movies with Cammy? My
Some
house-
part of Johnny
my-
knew this. It would happen.
My place doesn't actually have electricity or any connection to the outside, so it'd be complicated too.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, I have my place beside my, like, in my workshop, so you can definitely stay there while I work. That's not a problem.
Really appreciate that.
Or
Do you
oh,
have
okay.
what is VHS?
Ooh, it's like a really old movie playing machine, I guess.
Uh-huh. Is it any different if I play the movie on my own devices? Which I don't think. Thought they were old, but I guess.
I'm not sure. I mean, I have some stuff here.
Can they?
But if you
can
want
they play
to-
movies?
Yeah.
Okay. I think.
I mean, it's just a DVD player, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That sound that I know what that is. I know what that is. Okay. I guess. Do you have some movies on hand, or do you need me to get?
Ooh, and John goes to see like his DVD collection that he used to watch with his daughter that he still
Exactly.
keeps around.
What kind of movies did your daughter used to watch?
I mean, she was like 12 when she died. So there's definitely a lot of Disney
Yeah.
and some like Back to the Future, easy stuff, you know. Yeah, I do have some stuff. I'm not sure what
Apparently,
Cammy watches, but
she likes Disney movies.
oh, perfect then. Yeah, that's perfect. I have those.
I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Just well, let me know when you're gonna come over, and well, she already knows me, so
No, I was really skeptical about this in the beginning, but maybe you can make this work.
well, it's easy to get to know each other when you bond over something you both know, right? So
I have not watched Disney. I wouldn't know.
well, then that's perfect. This will be your first time, and maybe you can talk to her about it. See what she thinks of it, get her opinions, you know, be interested in her.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I'll reach back to you with an exact schedule.
Yeah, no issues. I fucking knew it would come to this. I knew it! I knew it!
As yeah. Uh now Jill, I remember I asked you to remind me of something and you didn't. So what was that about?
I had agreed to meet Lydia in a couple of days, but in the meantime, I had gone out. I rolled a 12 on Hit the Streets to get more information about what the New York Chicago connection
Okay,
might be.
that was okay.
Yeah.
Find the appropriate. Yeah, there is someone who reaches out. Apparently, a certain vampire in Brooklyn has some info about that. If you're willing to meet them,
Yeah, I'll meet with them. Why not?
why am I even searching? Folder of the. I have so many vampire pictures. Looks too sinister. Need friendly.
Oh, I was gonna say which edgelord are we gonna get, but okay, friendly vampire.
Now listen. This one's not like some of these facial expressions though. DTM. Why do you make your characters? Okay, this I like this. This I can work with this. Just a simple individual. As you meet with
Jeremy. Okay.
this is the most average of vampires you can find.
Okay.
So yeah, he'll meet you probably at night at one of the local bars as You step in and take a seat at the table. I'll gesture for you. Order a drink. It's like, oh, I hear you for some questions about Chicago.
Yes. I don't know. I don't have a lot of information, but there's some connection that I'm trying to figure out.
It's a funny thing you ask. Gordon wouldn't happen to be affiliated with anyone from Chicago, would you?
I don't believe so. Not to my knowledge.
Studied you a bit carefully. Oh. There's rumors going about that New York's been pretty stale for some time now. Leadership is solidified, as they say. I hear Chicago has had some recent changes in their management. Might be looking to expand as well.
Okay. Expand in what way?
Politically, assume. Although, might be more. Really aggressive. I hear there's well, you know how people are with rumors, quite unkind. Excuse my language, but I hear there's a new queen bitch in Chicago.
Does this queen bitch have a name?
I believe she goes by Freya.
Freya. Okay. Not familiar with this name. Wait, no, I'm not. I didn't meet her. Okay.
I think you saw her at the party though.
I did see her, but I don't think I met her. But okay. So this Freya, you said she just recently would have come to power in Chicago?
At least that's what the rumors on the street here are.
Okay. I guess I'm trying to see how this connects to New York. She was here, but I assumed it was more of like a...
Her here.
Yes, she was invited to one of the New Year's Eve parties.
Holy shit. I didn't realize I was talking to royalty. Damn.
Oh, no, not me. I just work with Lydia.
You think everyone who works with Lydia gets invited to those kind of parties? She like kind of smirks at you a bit.
Probably not, now that you mention it.
I said, keep you in mind. You seem like a useful person to know.
Yeah, I appreciate the information. Probably owe you one.
So, well, this is some useful info. There are plenty of people who have information in Brooklyn, but unlike humans who tend to operate here, I'm a bit more aggressive. But not in the I'm gonna steal your soul kind of way.
Much appreciated. I'd rather keep that.
I'm gonna need a. I'm gonna. We can call it even if you do something for me.
What kind of thing then?
Well, you said you know Lydia.
I do.
Pass my name to her. Tell her that little old Jeremy wants to expand his business a bit. I think she can help me out a bit. If you would, I think if you would pass my name, she would actually reach out at the very least. One phone conversation is all I need.
Right, that's it. Just bring it up to her.
Yep. Well, and make sure
Okay.
she actually calls me, because otherwise it's kind of pointless.
I can do that.
You're a sweetheart. Appreciate it. Have my phone number. If you ever need, if you ever need the gossip on the streets, quite biased and quite muddled, but unfiltered. None of that bullshit accessory. Jeremy's your guy.
Appreciate it.
In touch then.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
See you around.
Yeah, see ya.
Take his leave.
Okay.
Yeah, the question is, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna forward this man's name to Lydia?
Yeah, I will. Since I mean, I already have a meeting with her,
Yeah.
essentially.
So
I'll
yeah,
bring it up during that.
a couple of days would pass for you. Meet with her and penthouse level. The Marriott Hotel. You've been keeping well?
Yeah, no complaints so far, anyway. Although, I guess it's not surprising at this point. More questions?
Oh, ask away.
I mean, not necessarily of you, just questions, you know? When I told you that I was meeting with this demon lord, she was very curious about my standing with you, what I did for you, and what I did in general, my ability to see things, figure things out.
Nods.
It seemed like she was implying that she would want to, ask me for my help in the future, although it was very not non-committal is not the right word. It's vague, I guess. So I looked a bit into her motivations on my own. And there's some kind of connection between here and Chicago that I'm trying to figure out.
You can.
Something that relates to her.
She kind of fixes you with her gaze a bit. It's an interesting city to bring up at this hour.
Why does it mean something to you in particular?
Well, did have a very important guest at the party.
So I heard she's apparently, or Freya is apparently this new leader in Chicago.
Well, at least that's how she poses. She's definitely influential and has a lot of power within that city, and she implied not just that city. So there's a New York is very, very lucrative place. So someone coming over claiming to have great power, great influence, a wide network spanning across the multiple states. It's all well and good, but doesn't mean jack shit to me. But I'm not gonna be completely dismissive of her if you say she is important. I was about to just kind of throw her to the garbage, more or less.
I'm honestly not sure what to make of it. You said that there was some. What, did she come to you for some sort of deal? Or partnership, something like that?
Well, not just me. Everyone. She seems like very ambitious, very conniving, and not the sort of individual I would want as an ally.
Did she ask you to join this network then?
No. She just seems to be prospecting potential deals here in the city. She's definitely looking to expand here. I could be one of the first who offers her a deal, or I can sabotage her and make sure she's at least kept out.
Well, it sounds like you were going to not take that deal.
Yes. Because I think she is a footnote compared to my interests. You know how much I value your insight on things.
Right. I don't know much about things from your perspective, but it does seem like she is some kind of important. I just don't know in what way.
Do you think she is being actively backed by said Demon Lord?
There has to be some connection there, otherwise this wouldn't have come up otherwise. So it's possible.
Does the Demon
But
Lord
I
of
don't
Yord have a
have-
name?
Abaddon.
Okay. I was. She like sort of pours herself a glass of wine. Says, I was actually a bit worried there for a second. It's fine, Claire. Just have fun with it, I guess.
You know Abaddon?
I guess by reputation. She is quite new to the scene. I believe only a few years. Acts quite big for someone who literally is a baby.
Well, you would know more about that than I would.
Well, I've been fighting people for centuries. I have dealt with demon lords that I believe are older than the United States. In fact, probably date back to ancient times, some of them. Yes, a 3-year-old demon lord is not gonna even make a blimp on my radar.
3 years.
Like I said, an actual baby. But maybe it could be a good learning opportunity for you. Learn how to navigate some of the intricacies, even if it's a 3-year-old demon lord. It's, I guess, some form of achievement for someone.
I suppose so. I don't know much about demons and how they operate.
Depends. A lot of them are quite arrogant and, well, can be a good teaching vehicle. Their powers are impressive, but they have a great flaw. They will most often than not fight one another. Even demon lords, they are highly competitive. Unlike vampires, they're not the best at integrating in already existing social structures.
I guess that does seem to be what Abaddon is trying to do. I think she said something about she's just looking at New York for now.
She's arrogant, isn't she?
She could be, yeah. It seemed like confidence to me, but I, again, don't know much about actual power. She had this club that apparently she could move around at Inferno.
It's the Hell Circle. Can open. They can conjure up portals, the right rituals in different places. Make
There was a
doorways.
little circle of hell.
Yes. You should be more careful when you accept such invitations. She could have killed you, or worse.
I kind of always assume that's the case.
A demon lord in their own hell circle is a formidable foe. Again, that's a good. I've heard only 1 or 2 mentions about this Inferno Club. Is it truly a nightclub? Is it actually a nightclub in a hell circle?
That's what it looked like to me.
And Abaddon, how did she give off? How was her mannerism? How did she speak? Was she maybe a bit brash, a bit said confident?
Yeah, I'd say confident. Most of
Her
the
speech,
conversation she had directed at me.
her speech patterns, did they indicate someone maybe older or did they indicate someone maybe younger?
I have a feeling your definition of older is older than I'm thinking, so probably younger.
I'm not asking you for my definition. I'm asking for what your definition would fit.
I don't know, I guess it didn't strike me as an odd speech pattern.
So not only are we dealing with a demon lord that has newly risen, which is probably not that old of a supernatural. See, one thing I've learned in dealing with very powerful vampires is that it takes quite a lot of effort to keep up with the times. Update your language, update your mannerisms. Requires so much effort, and most people will not bother with it.
Right.
Like I said, if you want to have fun with the punk, be my guest. If it becomes too dangerous, reach out to me. But she seems like she is making forward moves and will eventually get most likely swallowed up by another demon lord or power.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be better to avoid it?
Well, I would avoid entering into her service or tying yourself to her in any meaningful way. But the upside of her being so powerless is that you can make a deal or so with her and without carrying too much weight.
All right. Yeah, I didn't feel threatened when I was there.
It only speaks to her lack of power. But was there anything else?
Oh, some of the information that I got came from a vampire named Jeremy. He expressed a desire to speak with you about his business in exchange for helping me out.
Very well, I'll
A
talk
phone
with him.
call.
Spare at least that, I guess.
Right, thank you.
No, thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Of course, that's what I'm here for, right?
Still haven't given me your definitive opinion on this Freya.
My opinion on Freya?
Quite so.
I don't have much information about her.
Well, you are a seer after all. Could probably
That's
pursue the
true.
divine more.
I could. I could definitely find out more since I didn't know she was connected. She's not the one I was looking into originally.
I would appreciate it.
All right. I'll look into it. If I find out anything, I'll let you know.
She smiles and nods. Yeah, you can roll me your.
Oh boy. Okay.
I believe. There we go. How are you planning on trying to gain more insight? How is this process gonna look?
I imagine like her normal way of doing this is either going home or going to like her lab at work because she has like shit ton of like whiteboards and stuff. She could just brainstorm, I guess. Try and figure out like I don't know, like looking at the information that she has about her, you can use like I don't know, like numerology to figure out her name, to learn more about her and her personality. Just anything like that.
Well, as you So let yourself sort of be absorbed by the process. To start writing on the whiteboards as the haze takes you over and hours pass before you find yourself just staring at many whiteboards filled with seemingly calculations, formulas, written in. Sometimes they overlap. Sometimes it's very chaotic. It's looks like your train of thought was interrupted many times, and then you tried a different approach. It's almost like you were trying to solve an equation, maybe, or some sort of problem. Has glance now at it, looking at it from a different perspective, from an outsider's point of view. You realize, while you don't really know what her exact intentions are, know that whatever she's doing, it's working. Your formulas all indicate you're not really sure what you're quantifying, but it's definitely increasing, and then it's increasing at an exponential rate. And you can ask one.
Do I see a connection to Abaddon in this?
Absolutely. Abaddon seems to be, in fact, not a constant, but also an increasing variable. It increases with everything else.
Okay. Cool. This is where I figured it would go, but now I have confirmation.
Yeah. There do seem to be, as there are like factors which boost this number, Abaddon being one of them. There are also factors that detract from this number, but you don't know exactly what those are. You can't really put a name to them yet, but there are those that clearly oppose whatever she's doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't believe I tricked myself into taking notes again. Thought I gave up on that a while ago.
Not sure if you want to call Lydia about this.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'll give her a call.
As you ring her up and she picks up, it's like, can I help you?
I may have more information for you
I'm all
about
ears.
Freya. I don't know what her goal is or her intentions for doing whatever it is that she's doing, but it's working, it's increasing like exponentially. There's definitely a connection to Abaddon here that's increasing this number that I'm seeing. There's others that are like other factors that are also a part of this, but some that are detracting. So she certainly has enemies or people that are working against her at least. But this is, I don't know, maybe you're writing her off a bit early, both of them.
Claire, how good are you at telling when people bullshit you?
Not very.
I'll reach out and find someone to assist you with this. And then you and whoever I manage to procure go to Abaddon, since she seems very open to discussing with you. And you'll try to discern the lies, the fact. See maybe what you can insight from her. Which might be a threat, might be potential opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
And
always
I
up
will,
for figuring things out.
I will work at this problem from the Freya angle.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Keep in touch.
Talk to you soon.
As I'm gonna cut. Hate, how do you mean to stay
Yeah.
out of trouble?
I was just making a funny joke at Red's expense.
Yeah, you should just tell me
No
how
jokes.
Villarago is about to help the angels.
So, I think I can kill a few birds with one stone. Listen, I know that demons have a fun little way of getting out of trouble and running back to their home base, right?
Not all of them. Some, maybe. Not everyone has a home base. Not every demon has that.
Is there any way to use magic to like ward against that type of teleporting for like a limited time?
Listen, the wizards have a saying. There is a spell for everything. You just need to know which one and be able to actually use it. So potentially, maybe.
I think I can kill two birds with one stone right now, and I think I need to call my good buddy Wanda for a favor.
There she is, on the phone with you.
Yep, I'm ringing you. Do you answer, Red? Do you answer your good friend Bill?
Why would she not answer her good demon buddy Bill? Why would she not answer the fucking phone?
Exactly. We're best friends.
We're besties. Yeah, she picks up.
Hey, Wanda.
Villarago, I didn't expect you to call me anytime soon. Is everything all right?
Everything's going actually pretty swell for me on my end. How about you?
It's going, if nothing else. What can I help you with?
Cool. I actually have a business proposition for you. Think you could lend me a hand?
What's the business proposition?
Well, I'd prefer to talk about it in person. Never trust phones these days.
Well, I have some time for empty house.
Great.
As she hangs up the phone, I assume. What time was Victor planning to have the Cammy and movie thing going on?
Probably like in a day or two.
In a day or two? Okay, I thought it'd be.
Like, Cammy is still at home right now.
Yeah. Would this, because I was going to use this chance for something else, but this works out as well. Would it be weird if Wanda asked Victor if he wants to hang out with Cammy, like, just do something for a day for them to do things together?
Like right now.
Yeah, because I was planning to have Wanda go out and try to hit the streets at one point or another.
I mean, he has stuff to do, but like you can ask him, talk to him.
Yeah.
You don't know his
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know his schedule, so I'm going to ring up Victor.
Yes.
Hi, this is gonna. Well, I wanted to ask if you wanted to have some. You and Cammy wanted to hang out today.
Right now.
If you're busy, it's fine. It's alright. It's okay.
No,
It's
no,
fine.
it's fine. Listen. We can make this work. I'll stop by. I'll grab her, and we'll. John, you're.
If this is messing at your plans, I can.
No. I just, you know me. I just wanted to make sure everything was ready before, but I can improvise.
Okay. If you're okay with that. Okay. I'll let her know.
I'll stop
She,
by to pick her up.
I'll see you same meeting spot. She hangs up, taking a breath before letting Cammy know that her and Victor are gonna hang out today.
You walk into her room. Is that you? What's up?
So I was wondering if you were interested in hanging out with your dad today.
Oh, I thought. I mean, yeah. Why not?
Great. I didn't mean to mess up any plans you guys had. I just thought it would be well,
No, he just
wouldn't be
said
that-
it'll probably take a couple of days before we kind of see each other again. But this works. I don't have anything planned. She looks at the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. Okay. Great. We're gonna meet in this amount of time. Basically, as she will let Cammy know to get ready, I guess.
Probably not gonna take her too long as both walk out as Victor is waiting in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Hey, are like looks awkwardly at you.
Hi. I'm gonna be out for a while, and I thought since it would be good to leave Cammy home, especially since she has you now. So, that'll be nice for you guys to hang out. I'll be out for a couple hours, so this works out. I'm sorry if I interrupted again.
No, I can make time.
Okay, it's great. If you need anything, just give me a ring or a text, or Cammy knows how to get to me if she needs to.
Yeah. As he like opens the portal. Yeah, she's gonna say her goodbye to you and walk with him through it.
Yeah, she watches him go before. Well, she has a big day planned, or gonna go and begin that process.
Yeah, I mean, you drive and you drop by Villarago's place.
I will, by the way, send a message to Cassian that Mama Bird has left the nest as requested.
He'll ask you if you know her location.
The mom's location?
Mm-hmm.
I'd have her coming over to my place.
He'll just text you. Perfect.
And he'll just say back, if you're gonna kidnap her, could you wait until she finishes the job for me?
Text you back. Don't worry, it will be very subtle.
Great, perfect.
Wanda, you stop by, you walk in as Calypso will open the door for Vill's office.
Yeah, she goes in.
Wanda, nice to see you again.
Hello, Villarago. It's lovely to see you as well. How can I help you? You said you had a job?
I sure do. You see, I'm about to make a business deal with somebody, but I don't want any shenanigans, let's say, going on. See, some demons have the special little ability to run away from whatever situation they're in back to their home base. And I was wondering if you could ward this place against that type of teleportation going outwards temporarily.
I can definitely look into it as well. Temporary blockage of transportation? Yeah, that would take some time. to make sure I get the proper ingredients. How soon do you need this?
Sooner rather than later. Within the week, perhaps.
Okay.
Well,
I assume payment will be upfront. I.e., she assume a favor will be exchanged for this.
gonna say
Of
roll
course.
roll me Sanctum first, so we know what we're operating.
Yeah, thank you. Let me see. Gotta look up. My first Sanctum move. Let's see if it.
Well,
fine.
listen. It's a complicated spell, and presumably, if you want to make it hidden, we're gonna take you a bit to make it like find the ingredients to hide it as well. So probably gonna take you at least a week to properly set it up.
Okay. You know, it's cutting it close, but it's not impossible.
Is there anything I can do to help you out on my end? I know people. Maybe I can get you the ingredients faster.
Would that be possible, Gwen, or just take her time is what she needs?
No, listen. Let me.
Because I do know like 3 other wizards.
Yeah, if fall in a favor, probably. Could speed it up.
I was thinking my good buddy,
For Mr. Chase.
yeah, that was it.
Yeah, if you call in Chase and she is willing to work with him, probably could cut it down by like 2 days.
I mean, I'm good with that. Are you good with that, Red?
I don't. You even said anything in character, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
In character, it'd be like, I do know another wizard. Perhaps if you guys work together, you guys can get the ingredients a little sooner. That work?
Well, it doesn't change the payment that's going to be owed at the very least, and I assume you need it urgently. So, if you trust him to do your job, and seems to be a good sort, I don't see why not.
I was gonna say, looking at your character sheet, you call in for Cassian. Cassian can move those ingredients way fucking faster.
True.
You just need, but then the problem is you need to put Cassian in contact with Wanda. So it's only like it's a matter of because
Can I use myself as a middleman? Like Cassian
No.
brings the ingredients to
No.
me and I pass it off to her?
no.
I will. Listen, I think I can wait like a few days for my plan to go in motion. I don't think anything's popped off yet.
So, yeah, payment secure. I guess this wizard fellow of yours, what's his name? Their name, actually?
His name is you said Chase, right?
Yeah.
His name's Chase.
Oh,
No, we go back a few years.
you can roll me put a name to a face.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to add 2. I
That
am
would have
so
made
sorry.
it a farce.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wanda, you've heard of him. You know who this guy is. This is one of those what we call a failed wizard. Doesn't have a sanctum. Doesn't really like the only reason he has any reputation is because he's very old. He's been at this for a long time, but he hasn't really achieved anything with his life. Barely reaches mediocre rank. Barely.
A hedge wizard.
I don't mean to question your relationship with your friends at all, Villarago, but are you sure he'll be up for the job?
As long as he can get the ingredients, you're gonna be the one doing it. Right?
Ah,
That should be
that's-
fine. If you can't cut it, I can find somebody else.
Okay. Very well. It's your people. I assume you know him best, and it's your job. So it'll get done.
Listen, guy needs a win, right? I don't. He kind of owes me. I don't mind throwing him a bone here and there. Nice guy.
Very least, Wanda. He's not dangerous enough to even not competent enough to pose a danger to you.
Okay. As if she knows now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, very well. I'm not sure if you rather I have a way to contact him just to request the things I need, or would you want me to go through you instead?
I could set up a meeting with you guys. Is you free today?
Yes, I am.
Great. I'll call him up,
Gonna say
and
that
I will like.
the reason why we need someone to be someone competent at this is because they need to understand the process you're having set up. One that like they need to be like
Mm.
knowledgeable. Otherwise, like this is not just someone you send out to do groceries. This would be a sort of
Yeah.
assistant. That's why you can't just have Phil do this. You need someone like Chase or like Cassian would have been also good. But Chase, the reason you can use Chase to speed up the process is that he can do the more menial tasks because he's still like a wizard. Like, just because he's not like a very good one.
Yeah, it's more like she was being nice to Villarreal, saying, "Hey, would you feel more comfortable with me not talking to your contact or whatever?" That was just her attempt to be nice to him.
Yeah. So, can I set up a?
Yes.
Can I bring him over here?
Yeah, listen. Unfortunately for you, he has nothing on his agenda. Call him. He'll pick up like, Phil. Hey, how's
Hey, Chase, how you been?
you know, the usual.
Hey, listen, I got some good news for you.
Do you have another job?
I
Oh.
do. It's a collaboration work.
I'm down. Give me like
Great.
half an hour to sober up.
Chase. Never change, never change. All right, be over here as soon as you can.
I'll
Cal will let you in.
40 minutes. I'll be there right there.
I like hang up and I'm like, really nice guy. He's been down in this luck for a long time. I'm trying to help him out. You know me. I like making friends with people like you.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I trust that you know what's best for the job.
Listen, unless you want to work with your ex.
I don't think he would like to work with me.
Yeah. Either that or a vampire. Oof, that'll cost me.
It's fine. Do you have any drinks, coffee, anything?
I sure do. Listen, you want to just settle a coffee? I can get you something a little nicer.
I think for a job like this, I'd rather be a bit more sober.
All right. And I'll just go and over to my probably coffee machine that I have over in the thing. You want something sweeter, something darker? I don't really understand how these things work. It's a
Sweet.
K-cup, I think.
Something sweet would be nice.
Liz got it for the office, so I don't really. I figured out how it works eventually, but
Eventually, you see Chase walking in as, yeah, the man just kind of looks at like his clothes are kind of rugged and dirty. His smells slightly of alcohol. Like walks in. I'm here.
Chase,
How you
you're
been?
looking great.
You as well. Is this the client? I see like that you want them.
Well, technically, I'm the client, but I'm gonna need both of you guys' help on this job.
I'm ready. Just tell me what you need to do.
Well, I'm gonna be making a deal in the very near future, and I need someone to set up some countermeasures towards people running away before the deal is made, right? They're one of my kind. Now, Wanda here, lovely Wanda, says she knows a spell that can do it, but it's gonna require some setup. That's where you come. You guys are gonna work together, expedite this process, and I will clear one of the favors you owe.
Sounds about good. Sounds like a incredibly difficult spell, but I will help you however I can, ma'am.
Appreciate it. Lovely to meet you, Chase. She puts her hand out. Wanda.
He will shake your hand as it's a bit sticky.
It's fine.
I hope that's just juice.
It is. It's just kind of he's not. It's kind of he's dirty. He hasn't had a shower in at least a couple of days.
I'll like pull him aside and I'm like, listen, Chase, it's a chance. Make it nice with her, right? Maybe you can collaborate in the future again, right?
Just I had no time. If listen, I was evicted like a month out, and it's kind of like. That's fine with this job. Listen, I'm fine. Listen, stable employment soon.
Always use this opportunity to try and make new friends, all right? Maybe this one, the person can help you out. Maybe she can find a place for you to stay.
You know what? That's the point. Wizards are always connected.
Maybe she knows something, right? Good. All right. You guys play nice. I will see you back here when time is. Give me make sure to give me like a time frame so I know when this. I got a lot of other shit to set up.
Understood.
Yes.
So,
Walk out of the car dealership at you and says, well, I just let me know what you need and I'll start working on it.
yes, of course. I have a few initial things I can do. I have in mind. I have to do a bit more research to have a way to figure out the competent list. Do you have a way of contacting a phone, maybe?
Yeah, as he like pulls out this old ass looking flip phone.
Well, at the very least, I can give you my phone number. If you want, we can talk over burgers or something.
Yeah, sure.
Since it's me doing the initial hellos, I'll pay how about that?
You know what? I'll pay it for it next time.
Of course.
As yeah, I guess get him some burgers and start working on that complicated spell.
Yeah.
Like I said, probably would have taken you a week to do it, but with his help, probably like 3 or 4 days.
Gotcha. Can I get this man a burger or some food? I don't know, a Wendy's meal cart.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I was initially gonna have Wanda hit the streets to try to make wizard friends. Like,
Well,
I don't know if Chase
you
counts
took
for that.
a big job, so
Yeah, I don't think the job now. She kind of lost that chance.
Hey,
so
listen,
I
But
guess
you made a wizard friend, though.
yeah, Chase is a wizard. He's a failed wizard. But
look, this guy needs all the help he can get.
yeah, listen, in the meanwhile, Johnny, as you're kind of like you're like half through the day's work, you see walking into the repair shop, you see Victor and Cammy.
Oh,
Victor looks kind of like
I don't.
steps a bit forward, but says, so something came up, and I have to spend time with her now for the rest of the day. So I was thinking maybe I can
Oh,
hang out with her now here, or is this like a bad time?
no, it's fine. I was just working on my car. Come, let's get you inside, as John will take them to his apartment, I guess, to the what he calls a living room, I guess. I just didn't expect you so soon. How are you doing, Cammy? Long time no see.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. Just working on my car, and it is, Grunt. It is a Fiat 500, the old square one. That is the car John is working on.
Holy shit, she actually did her research.
Yeah.
Do you want some cookies, tea? Just settle down. I do have some movies, though. I'm not sure which one you would like to watch, Cammy. As Johnny will show his DVD collection of Disney movies and old stuff.
Well, other than the Disney movies, what else would you have?
Hmm. It is 20. I don't think Johnny bought other movies after, Annie died. But he would have the Spider-Man movies, the old Spider-Man movies. Those were good. I can't really think of anything else right now. I'm gonna take suggestions from chat.
Oh, listen, I'm like a river to my people. I am giving you suggestions.
Yeah, I think she's gonna. Yeah, I think she's gonna point at Shrek.
Yes.
She kind of shrugs and says, Disney movies? I'm not like 8 anymore."
Well, I wasn't suggesting you were. This is just what I have in the house. But
She chuckles and
this
says,
one.
"No, it's fine. It's just my mom showed me so many Disney movies. I want to see something else. This looks fun."
Oh, I love it. I've seen it so many times with my daughter. It's a classic.
Oh, she kind of like looks at you and says, "I don't know. I guess your daughter has good taste."
She did. Of course.
Oh, I'm sorry for.
It's fine, Kemi. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm just going to be in my workshop if you need anything. He is going to set it up like a house party. He's gonna put cookies on the table and juice and water. You guys have fun. I'll be in the other room, and yeah. I love Victor seeing Shrek for the first time in his life.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
I know, right? I mean, why did you have to say it like that? What could possibly go wrong, Grant?
What if I'm just doing this to psych you out? Actually,
Oh,
nothing will happen.
Grant. You know that doesn't work on me because I'm always doubting myself.
Paranoia is healthy. Yeah, I mean, if you would let them watch it.
Yeah, he wouldn't intrude. He's just going to. I mean, I imagine they know how to work it, so just.
Yeah.
I guess put the DVD in and leave them.
I need to extend a helping hand to poor old Villarago here.
Appreciate it, Grunt.
Listen, since you did have a chat with Cassian the other day and Portia, well, you have so many debts to call upon. It's very helpful in this situation. And I'm looking at specifically one individual. Could probably go to the vampire as well. But listen, who better to track down a Fae than another Fae?
What Fae am I tracking down?
Well,
I mean, her
Cammy,
daughter, I guess?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, you have you have Audra. You've worked together in the past. And she's pretty much like you've worked together on different schemes in the past. Like, you know, she's reliable. She's not gonna like just backstab you on this.
Mm-hmm.
Have 2 deaths with her.
So you're saying I called her in to help her locate Cammy and then to help the angels?
Yeah, so in that sense, like you can have her like looking out for Cammy, because Cammy does stand out wherever she goes. It's not gonna be only a matter of spotting her. Would you have done that, or are you gonna take things one step at a time?
You know, I'll just... You know, Grunt, what am I if not, you know, a loyal subject in your kingdom? I will absolutely tell my good friend, like, hey, you know, there's like this weird person going around that's a bit of a person of interest to a friend of mine. Could you keep an eye out for him, and I would give a description.
Yeah, so feel free to remove one of those deaths, because this will cost you, but
All right.
she's gonna be on the lookout. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I am a river to my people.
Yes. As the day is gonna sort of go on in the evening, John, you'll see someone walking into your shop. As she is walking in with a friendly smile, she is not a human customer.
Good evening.
Hmm.
Can I help you?
Yes, I believe you can. My name is Audra. Must be John, right?
I am.
Heard you have a reputation for being a helpful Samaritan.
Oh, that's nice to know. Then, are you looking for help with something?
I am. I was told you have an interesting stash of books from a previous individual that used to have a quite expansive library around here.
I do. Are you looking for something specific or?
Yes. I believe she should be about this high, and has some rather fey-like features. She smiles. You wouldn't have happened to seen anyone like that around, would you?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. No.
Could roll me mislead on NPC.
I will roll you mislead, and I am trying, Red. I am trying here.
I believe it. Love
you. She is definitely not in my back room. That's for sure. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. Roll.
Well.
Oh.
Well,
I did
is
try.
that actually Snake Eyes? Yes, it is Snake Eyes.
Holy
oh my
shit! God. Let's go, Flavia! This is how I know you're a real one. This is how I know we're cool.
Come on.
Actual double ones. She like looked at you and says, well, that's interesting because, well, Wade spoke highly of you. And I know for a fact you're good friends with Victor. He's been seen around here quite often, and Victor gets around, so it's quite unusual for him to visit the same place so many times in such a short amount of time.
Well, I have many return clients. I don't think it's that unusual, but
Well, no, it's quite all right. Well, if you do know her, if you do spot her, feel free to reach out to me. Here's my phone number. She's gonna take out a pencil and just gonna like write it on the nearest surface to her. I would so greatly appreciate it. Her real family is looking out for her. I will hopefully hear from you
I'll
soon.
keep it in mind.
You are a sweetheart
Sure.
indeed. As yeah, she's just gonna walk out.
Yeah. Oh, Villarago.
Lurago, your phone rings.
Yellow, this is Bill.
Well, your favorite Fae.
Well, that has to be Audra, right? I only have one favorite Fae.
One and only. You know how you reached out? You know, it's a funny thing you asked me to research this because, well, there's been people asking for that description that have been also been very curious. So, well, luckily for you, was already investigating this.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. We can both profit from this. As I will tell you where I think the little Fae is. And I will also tell my previous employer where the little Fae is. Unless you want to broker a deal with them first.
And of what persuasion is your previous client?
Of the
Just to
Fae-
know I'm not...
Of the Fae Monarch kind.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? We're good partners, right? You and me?
Yes.
I think we work together on this. I go to my people, you go to your people. None of us get in trouble for double dealing, and we both profit. Huh?
Sounds good.
And of course, we'll keep each other in the loop on what we find.
I like working with you.
Me too, Audra. Me too. You have a wonderful evening, darling.
You as well.
So where is this little Fae?
And she's gonna text you the address of Johnny's repair shop.
My mechanic?
You know the guy?
No, the guy. I'm the one keeping him in business.
Well,
Small world, huh? Small world.
yeah, he's not a very good liar. Kinda saw right through him.
Johnny never was. That's fine, that's fine. Just means I got an in. Appreciated.
See you around.
You too, keep your... well, I'd say keep your nose clean. But that'd be detrimental to both of us.
Well, it's clean as far as anyone else knows.
That's all that matters.
As yeah, she'll close the phone call. Phone Portia and reach out to Portia.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you give her a phone. You're gonna say, I don't think she gave you an actual phone number because she doesn't use them.
She told me to contact her through Cassian, so I assume that's what I'm doing.
So you call up Cassian and he's gonna pick up. That was Is this about previous deal?
It certainly is. I think I've gone above and beyond in our arrangement. Mind putting me in contact with your good friend?
She doesn't do phones.
I assumed it was a physical meeting I was asking for.
Yeah, do you think you can pray to her?
Think I can what?
Pray to her.
I'll give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, she's gonna be right there when you do it.
Well, I think that is a first.
Listen, angels are weird. What can I say?
Demons praying to angels. What's next? Werewolves sleeping with vampires? What's the world come to? I kid. I don't mind.
Could be weird. You'll be shocked of the intercoupling that goes on. The
Are you
wild
kidding?
word out there.
I know. I know plenty of werewolves and vampires. I know how freaky those guys are.
Well, keep in touch then.
Certainly will, Cass. And I will, he will, like, kind of like think to his head, "Oh, Portia, my good friend, it is I, Vil, asking for a meeting?" I don't know how this works.
You say that out
Did it work?
loud.
He says it to it. He like thinks it, you know.
Nope, nothing happens.
He'll try like out loud. Portia, it's me. I am praying to you for salvation? I don't know.
Calypso looks at you from the doorway. You need help with that, boss?
Yeah, could you help me out here?
So, first you put your hands together like this.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. You close your eyes, and you say like an actual like. Have you never heard like a prayer, like even in a movie or something?
I don't watch movies.
Okay. Something. Listen. Try. Praise be to God Almighty. Send me your angel Portia to deliver me from my troubles. I don't know. It needs to be a bit
all right.
ass-kissery.
You should have led with it. I can ask kiss.
Yep.
Oh, dear Lord in heaven, it is I, your humble, faithful, meager servant, Villarogo. Please send me your loyal and divine subject, Portia, to deliver me from my trouble. I ask this humbly and wholeheartedly.
As you do that, it takes a few seconds before the room there's a wave of air as the noise of wings as Portia lands close to you. That was quick.
Well, I am a professional. Thanks, Cal, it worked.
She sort of like just doesn't respond. Portia's this about the Fae?
It certainly is. Now I know you just told me to distract our wizarding friend, but I think you might want some help in locating the Fae's current position.
We were planning on spying on her for a while, trying to figure out her patterns, her places of business, but I guess this works too.
Well, apparently, she's been frequenting this mechanic shop. This is the address, and she's here now.
Lovely. As always, a pleasure doing business with you.
Of course. I will say, though, when I last saw her, she was trying to find her dad, Victor. So, considering the moment Wanda leaves, she runs out of the house. Maybe she run off to go talk with him. So be careful of Fae wizards.
She nods and says, don't worry, we'll be able to handle him.
Alrighty. Have fun.
As she'll fly off.
Oh boy. Oh, we're so cooked, Red.
There you go. There's your Kushim tier winner kind of kicking in right now. Unfortunately for you. As yeah, I did just add one death with Portia on your sheet. 8.
Thank you.
Remove the one for the Fae. But yeah. Johnny, after that weird encounter. What
Yeah.
are you gonna like let these other two know?
I'm gonna knock on the door, go in, and be like,
As,
"Hey, I
as you-
hate to."
so I was gonna say no, sorry. As you like walk in and like Smash Mouth in the background. They both sort of look at you. They were clearly laughing about something. And you've never seen Victor actually laugh, like full on like
Oh,
laughing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No. Oh, I hate to do this. But a fae named Audra was just here, and she gave me a description. It looked like she was looking for Cammy.
Like Victor's panic immediately instills.
I acted like I didn't know, but I'm not sure she believed me. I don't think it's safe to stay here anymore.
As Amy just shrugs, says, "I can just teleport away. I don't know why you're so freaked out." It's like Victor just sort of have no idea the kind of caliber you're dealing with here. These are not your run-of-the-mill mages. And I've told you to not use those powers anymore. She kind of just rolls her eyes. Okay, we need.
I
to,
love you, Cammy.
Need to get you out of here now. As Victor is just gonna sort of, as he like tries to conjure a spell, there's nothing, and as he like physically, you can see him strain as blood starts like pouring out of his like eyes and nose, and he like starts coughing heavily as a portal
What?
starts opening in your house. That's fine. Just go through.
In my house.
I well, I assume this is the normal part of your house, not the actual like.
Yeah.
As Cammy just sort of looks a bit freaked out, but will step through. As Victor looks at you and says, "Thank you once again. I'll be sure to reach out to Wanda to let her know eventually."
Are you okay?
Fine.
Just go. It's fine if they come looking for you here. They're not gonna find anything.
He nods, as he'll also step through it. As well, there's heavy knocks at your door. You can even hear that.
Oh boy. Johnny is gonna tidy the room real quick. Like put the glasses in the sink and is gonna fix his shirt and his glasses. Go, yeah, I'm coming.
If you open the door,
Yeah, he's gonna
Yes.
open the door.
there's a bunch of people, but definitely the woman leading them, as she looks angelic in nature. Now, have
Good day, miss.
one option,
How can I
sir.
help you?
There is no helping me.
Oh.
There is only cooperation or death.
Okay.
will
What am
follow
I
us.
cooperating with?
Well, I will tell everything after you come with us and make this ugly otherwise.
I was taught never to leave to a second location. But you don't look like a person I can say no to, so let me just lock up my
No.
shop.
Gonna come with us now.
I have valuables in there.
We will compensate you if anything goes missing.
That's weirdly nice of you. Oh, okay.
Right here.
Where are we going?
To a place where I'm gonna be sure nothing else disrupts us. We're not the only ones who will be coming after you. As she sort of puts her arm on you, and as she yanks you up, she ascends almost.
Bam.
Yeah, takes you full flight. For like the sense of vertigo hits you like a truck. And you try and like keep your stomach contents inside, for you feel yourself falling down as you land onto a chair, into a very ordinary looking room. Looks like a normal living room, only it looks a bit out of time. It seems like it looks like a very generic looking 1950s American suburban house. As she is sitting across from you, from like on the table, she's sitting across. You need anything to drink, maybe? I know the flight can be a bit exhausting for you mortals.
Thank you. But I think I'm fine for now.
Oh, don't want to keep you here too long, though people usually rejoice when they visit heaven.
Oh.
Well, cut straight to the point. You are in mortal danger, Mr. Jean Hill. We are the only ones who can keep you safe. You know you've been harboring.
I am?
No, you've been harboring the Fae. And, well, I could sense the traces of magic. I assume they already managed to escape, so. Knowing the reputation of Victor, it will be a fruitless endeavor to try and catch them at this point. But I don't want you to end up being tortured to death. So, here's my deal to you, Johnny. You understand who that girl is and what sort of danger she finds herself?
No, I don't think I fully understand it.
To try and keep things simple and brief. She is actively being searched for by all the Fey monarchs, very powerful individuals who rule the Fey courts. Possibly at least a few demon lords and maybe other unknown interested parties, not to mention all the wizards who would love to get their hands on someone like her. Her existence is a unique case of the universe defying normal rules. Now, I would like to see her grow up, embrace her human side, embrace humanity. In fact, renounce her Fey heritage. I need your help,
Is
Mr.
that
Hill.
possible?
It is. It is. It is not something simple, but it is something that it is within our power to assist. It would be a painless process. Of course, she would lose all her magical abilities that are granted by her Fey nature. But she would be, for all intents and purposes, fully human.
Can I try to...
Yeah, roll me figure someone up.
What's it called? Yeah. Is she lying when she says it's a painless process? Oh, now you succeed. Now you succeed, John.
Yeah, so you can ask me one of those questions. I mean, actually, like 2 of those questions.
Oh. What does Portia worry that's going to happen?
She is deathly afraid that Cammy will fall into the hands of one of the monarchs.
Oh, I see. So she wants to make Cammy powerless, so she's not.
Yep.
What can John do to get her off her back for now?
Off of like Cammy's back, there's nothing you can do.
Mm,
She is pretty much dead set on doing it.
yeah, I imagine so.
But she doesn't seem to be lying about the process.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what was the last thing Portia said? Sorry.
That they
I
can
completely-
basically do this and sort
Mhm.
of she needs like she'll lose her magical abilities and but she'll become a fully fledged human.
Well, that would certainly solve most of the issues. I'm not sure how receptive she would be to this, but I can certainly talk to her about it.
Sometimes, Mr. Hill, we have to make the decisions for others when it's obvious that suit them best. Would you not stop someone from jumping off a cliff? Do you respect their decisions there as well?
I see your point, Miss Portia, but I think the situations are very different and very subjective. I
Ask
don't believe
her
in
mother.
an absolute truth.
Ask her mother. I wonder what she will say.
I shall, though I guess I can imagine the answer.
My point is that
Couldn't
we don't mean her harm, but we want to ensure that she is not gonna be harmed. The courts, the four courts, are not a safe place for someone like her.
Oh, I can see that. That's definitely what I'm thinking too. I was wondering if we couldn't have had this conversation in my living room over some
No,
tea.
because your living room right now is actively most likely being searched by a dangerous, powerful Fae. And I would rather you not be there for the conflict. Which brings me to my
I knew
next
she would
point.
be coming back.
Brings me to my next point. I have a deal to offer you, Mr. Hill. We can protect you
I'm
from the Fae,
listening.
but there is something we wish for you in exchange.
As most deals go.
We'll place, let's call it a protective charm around you. That will alert us if there are any Fae in your presence. And, well, If the courts attempt anything on your life, we should be able to intervene. Keep you safe from them.
I see. And what would you require in exchange for this protection?
Well, the protective charm is not a on-off thing. It's something that gets placed on you, and it stays for an agreed duration of time.
I see. Well, Miss Portia, I think your offer is very generous. However, I hope you understand if I have to refuse for now. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to talk to Cammy about your
Well, I pray that
offer.
you will live long enough to do so.
Thank you for your goodwill then.
And that is all. We shall take you now back. And as
It was wonderful to meet you.
she smiles and says, likewise. She'll grab your arm, and flight back will be equally as disorienting. As you land in front of your workshop, there's a bunch of people there staring at you. The one that draws your attention immediately as Portia sort of looks at her, sort of nods and just flies away. You see this armored individual wielding what looks like a long sword. As she says, "Where is the girl?"
I don't know.
You will contact her for us now. As she points her sword at you.
Well, I can certainly try to. Johnny will try to ring Cammy's. Oh fuck. Yeah, Johnny will try to ring Cammy's phone, I guess.
Yeah, she would pick up. Oh, how are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you safe?
Yeah, we're in some weird safe house.
Okay, I don't need to know. And he is going to close the phone and say, okay, be safe then. They're in a weird safe house, I don't know.
There's an ice spike that forms at the tip of the blade that flies and impales itself in your shoulder. Take 2 harm. As you sort of stumble backwards as blood starts kind of slowly trickling out of the wound. You think this is a joke?
No, I certainly don't think it is a joke.
Call her and you will tell her to come here. If your life means anything to her.
Where do I put the harm?
Have,
I will certainly not do so, miss. And this is why.
gonna try and run away now? Because she looks very serious. You're trying to fight? What's your plan here,
Oh,
Johnny?
There is no plan because he not going to ask Cammy to come here because Cammy would
My-
come
my-
here and he doesn't want Cammy to come
Yeah,
here.
but like, how? What's the next step after that? Because I think she will kill you.
I think I'm fine with that. I don't know. He didn't expect the fate to be literally like he didn't expect the danger to be this imminent.
Well, you have options. I mean, you can just lay down and die, but you could do stuff. Have moves. You can try and escape. You can try and fight them. I would not advise fighting. Johnny's like, I know I'm too old to run away. Send me now. You may
No.
fail the escape situation,
I would definitely.
but it's an actual
No,
move.
no, that is true. I'm not going to fight him.
Yeah, so
I
roll
guess
me-
I would try.
Yeah, roll me escape a situation.
Oh man, have -1 in blood. I did everything I did for love. I want everyone to remember me like this.
Holy, another double one. What the fuck?
Oh come on! Listen, you knew it would go like this. Like, what did you expect
Holy
out of me?
shit. I expected a partial. Oh
No, you, Grant, you expect too much of the dice.
Yeah, I guess then. Yeah, you try and kind of sort of enter the safety of your abode. A second, much bigger spike, just like fucking pierces you through the torso, as you feel this sharp pain as all the air gets expelled from your lungs. As you gasp, you collapse to the ground. Your vision completely getting blurry and then fading, as you for now lose consciousness. Well, they can still like kill you and keep you as a prisoner, bait you. As well, Wanda, as
Yeah.
you are sort of going through the it's later in the evening. You're kind of done with the preps for the day, as Chase will take his leave and get the stuff ready for tomorrow.
Mm.
As you're making your way maybe back to your sanctum, getting ready to reach out to Victor, see how things are going, there is this angel-looking woman that sort of is kind of like standing on the sidewalk, looking at you.
Probably stumbled for a bit. Was not expecting that. Hello. Do you need help? Directions? Can I get past you?
I believe you might need help.
That doesn't sound good. And may I ask who are you?
My name is Portia. I represent Heaven. That wasn't too obvious. But I believe your affiliation with Victor puts you in a lot of danger.
That's one old attachment that's come back to bite me in the ass a bit. Yeah, but
Is the child also an old attachment? Yeah.
what the fuck do you need to know about my daughter?
Well, she is in danger. So are you. And we can help you with that.
What price do you want me to pay for that, Angel Lady?
Want your daughter to become fully human.
Excuse you?
Her Fey heritage puts her in quite a lot of danger with the courts. Courts have experimented on people like her in the past, trying to ensure it's not a pleasant process. We want to stop that by making her fully human.
I see. And I'm sure you're offering this for your own reasons, of course.
No one wants the Fae to gain more power, I assure you. And she would be used for the monarch's benefits, not for her own.
I see. How long do I have to make such a decision?
Considering Victor and her are on the run, and the Fae are most likely either have killed Mr. Hill, her hunter friend, or at the very least have taken him prisoner, as he also refused our assistance. I pray that you are wise enough to not do the same. We are the only ones capable, strong enough to keep the Fae's strongest soldiers at bay.
What do you mean, Cammy and Victor on the run?
Once I arrived at their previous location, there were signs of magic being used, I assume in some form of escape. But you also know that Fae are quite limited once they start defying their monarchs quite openly. Their physical health has not doesn't do them too good.
Ooh, Wanda looks a bit ill at that. I need to find my daughter. I need to find. I can't ask you to make such a decision like this. I can't. Please, I just need to find her.
I'd also like to find her. But would you like to pay Mr. Hill a visit, see how he's faring with our help?
Are you threatening me?
Yes.
You're asking me to irreversibly change my daughter in a way that I don't fully understand just
No.
to appease your own fears.
I'm asking you to, at the very least, let her be in our custody for the time being until a choice can be made. So you have some time to discuss, but right now, time is of the essence. Things are moving quite fast.
You want me to give you my daughter?
We can keep her and you safe.
You want me to give you my daughter to keep her in your custody and what expect me to trust that you'll just give her back?
You will be with her the entire time.
I would like to figure out a person,
Yeah.
Grunt. Ah, gosh, I do not have a good mind. Salid, I miss you so much.
Yeah, you can ask like 2 questions.
What is she hoping to get from this? I know she wants to.
She wants
is she
Cammy.
trying-
She wants Cammy like secured and out of Fae hands.
Gotcha. Yeah. I guess I don't really know what the next question to ask her because Wanda doesn't trust this is gonna be good, and
Now, you can hold it off if you want, but she's
Yeah.
she's wondering, what are you like afraid is gonna happen?
that she'll take my daughter, and that whatever the answer I give you, you'll keep her there. If I disagree with you, then that means she'll be in trouble, or you'll keep her for imprisoned, or worse. Everything I've ever feared
Do you
coming true
really
right here.
think what you really think your daughter is gonna prefer a life on the run, in isolation, in solitude, always looking over your shoulder, always dealing with Fae coming to kidnap you or do worse to you? Do you think she's gonna choose the life of a normal human that can live, that can enjoy life, that can have friends, have a family? actually sleep peacefully at night?
It has to be her choice, her wishes, her desires. And if she says no, what will you do? Exactly.
We would, at the very least, keep her in heaven. Not the worst place to hang out.
But I'm gonna ask because I always forget this was the case, but you can let me know. Do people even know about angels? Because at least from my original idea is that angels aren't something that
Not-
commonly comes
Yeah,
up.
it's not a common thing. It's not a common thing. But
Um,
you're an
yeah.
experienced wizard. But yeah, you have no idea like what heaven is actually like.
Yeah, so she could be just say like, yeah, it's wonderful, like yeah to you, but for someone like Cammy, will it
Well,
actually be that way?
The thing is, she's also saying she's not saying she's saying you can come with, like she's not gonna separate you two. She doesn't care if you like tag along or not.
Oof. Oof.
Now,
I
on
have
the
a
other hand,
question.
Wanda, it's not like you have no other allies. There's an entire like demon lord
Yeah.
entourage you can just like phone up.
I can phone them up now in front of Portia without her striking me down with her smite abilities,
Well,
Grunt.
Darius is right there.
I was gonna ask actually, Grunt, can I call Darius? Can I give him a ring?
No, but
How do I
technically, if you pray to him,
Yeah, oh god. I'm gonna have to pray to Darius.
that's how
God, so
cults are
so
started.
But I will pray to Darius that she's closest her eyes, like looks like she's trying to think because she's overwhelmed right now, but she's gonna pray to little old Darius.
Portia at you. I understand your worry, but truly do not have the time. As seconds later, she sort of up. As you look behind her and you see 3 people walking down the street. You recognize Darius. One of them dresses kind of old-fashioned and has a cane. The other one looks like a kid in their like 20s with very fucked up skin. As Portia sort of turns around, looks back at you and says, "An interesting decision you've made. Are you certain you can
Well-
trust a demon lord?"
Not really, but I'm certain it's a better offer than what you're giving me right now.
I hoped we could have worked together peacefully on this, but wizards are the food of mortals.
Yeah. It's a habit.
I pray you end up better than Mr. Hill. As she's gonna fly away.
Oh man, Wanda's gonna have a panic attack about this much later on when she has a time alone, Grud.
As yeah, there's rushes like to you as after she leaves, like holy shit. Okay. What the fuck happened?
Hey! Just give me a second, I'm gonna lean on you.
She's gonna like
we
prop
need
you
to
up.
We need to find Cammy and Victor. Apparently, it's like with Faye, they're running from them, and Hill, they have captured Hill. I guess they're looking for Cammy. And apparently Angel's or thinking that they want her, apparently, as well, or to keep her locked away. I'm not letting that fucking happen, Darius.
It's fine. Listen. Gonna get them. Gonna get them back. Who did you? This is happening way too fast. Who did you talk with?
I was on a job earlier today. A wizard named Chase. I talked to Villarago to do a job for him, and
Who's
Then-
Villarago?
a demon, an imp, works at a mechanic shop. No, a car dealership. He owns a car dealership.
Fuck my. Okay. Well, he's betrayed you, sold you out to the angels.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Oh, I think I'm feeling a little lightheaded.
You okay? Okay. I'm gonna need you. Well, he looks back and says, "I'm gonna need you to go to your sanctum and hide it out. Can you do that for me?
Wait, I can. Cammy, I need to find her.
You are now being most likely tracked by angels and fae. You are not the most subtle of individuals. Go back. You also look like you're about to faint.
Some of those are true. Runt, I would ask.
Hmm.
I don't know. Will Wanda's linking work in this regard, or is Tammy too far out of reach for her to even use that?
I don't think it specifies a distance if you have intimacy.
Yeah. It's just like she's
But
like.
she hasn't reached out to you, so.
'Cause I can psychically. We're linked. I can usually hear. She can
Wanda,
usually reach me, and I can usually reach her.
It's Victor. Probably had contingencies, otherwise people can scry, people can search for you magically. That's why we need to do this the old-fashioned way. No magic. Can you do that?
Wanda looks distraught, but I think she doesn't really have much of the choice in this matter. She will nod.
That's why I said, go back, take a breather. It's probably at the very least safe for now. As he looks back and says, it says to the other two, go to the repair shop, see if you can track down the hunter. As they both nod and turn around and walk away, he says, okay. I'm gonna go have a chat with someone. Well, I'll reach back, okay?
Darius, they offered to try to make her human, or they would just keep her up in heaven. That's what they told me. They were gonna take her away, whether I wanted to or not.
Yeah, that's probably what they want to do.
I'm gonna fucking kill them if they touch her.
Well, join the club.
She pauses at that, but she nods, knowing there's nothing else she could really say or do right now, as she will have to go home, Grunt.
As on that note,